Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tammy's Channel Chats. Thanks for tuning in. Hope everybody's doing well and staying healthy and all that good stuff. So today, I thought I might do something a little bit different and channel a message from the elemental realm. Particularly, I have a fairy that I was introduced to when I took a class with somebody online who kind of went through a guided meditation for us, and it was really wonderful, super helpful. And by the way, her name, the person who I took the class from, if you're interested, because she was great, I loved it, is Andrea Dombecky, and her website is angelfairyhealing.com. So you can check her out. She does lots of really cool stuff, but she has some really great classes that she gives and so forth. And it's online, obviously, and it was really lovely. So I've always been interested in elementals, and I was getting more of that, probably that tap on the shoulder, right? Whenever we want to delve into something, sometimes we're getting a little help with that. So I kind of found her online and went through this. And so during the, so when she was guiding us through this meditation, this visual, because it's pretty easy for me because I am a medium, I am intuitive and all that stuff. So I can easily see pictures and things like that are brought to me, but it's always just as surprising to me. It's not something I look for, it's given to me. And during it, first I saw, when I went into kind of that realm, I first saw an elf, which I did not expect to see, which was super validating for me, because again, of all things, I wouldn't have necessarily picked an elf, but he showed himself right in front of me with his big pointy ears to make sure that I understood he was an elf. And I kind of laughed when I saw him. And then he kind of went away. We were guided to any fairies and so forth, if I'm remembering correctly at that point. But anyway, I did meet one that probably has been working with me. Certainly she is now. And I don't always tune in to that vibration that often. I should do more than I do, actually. But her name is Marielle. She gave me the name of Marielle, which I thought was a beautiful name. I have never heard the name Marielle. Again, something I would never have made up myself. And I saw her, if I remember correctly, she had like a staff, a white staff with her, and fairy wings. In fact, she reminded me kind of Glenda the Good Witch, the Wizard of Oz. And when I go into this in a moment, I'll describe to you any more that she's showing me. So I have tuned into her since, and she really comes in a really wonderful way for me through my heart chakra. So I've already been inviting her in. And then I remember there was another one. I don't remember much about that exactly, but I do know there was another one, and the name was April, which she must have been going off of my favorite name. I actually love the name April. I'm an April baby, but I've always loved the name April. And so she called herself that. And I remember her telling me that she liked my sense of humor, which was great. I love that. I thought that was really fun. So I saw some other things too that were really interesting as we were being guided through this visualization, and just interesting things I saw along the way of that realm. I remember seeing I remember describing him as like Peter Pan. He looked like Peter Pan to me, but he was lying. Imagine you're on a tour, right? And you're being brought through this path, maybe to this, I think it was a beautiful tree or something we're heading towards. And I remember just looking to my left, and he was lying on his side. You know how you do when you prop your hand up, and he's like looking at something, completely bored is what he looked like. And he even kind of looked up, and I remember we connected our eyes, we saw each other, and he kind of had that look like, oh, it's another group coming through. But I'm kind of bored of this. I just thought that was really funny, because again, it was something I would never conjure up in my mind of something like that. So anyway, I thought that was pretty fun. So I thought maybe we could just share a message from Marielle, Miss Marielle. So I'm going to take a moment here to just again invite her in. Marielle, wonderful fairy friend. gosh, she's telling me all these, lovely things, as our guides love to gush about us. They just do. And I probably won't repeat everything because it's going to look like I'm just bragging on myself, which I'm not. But she's starting out with that. Thank you. I appreciate that. She's very complimentary. I'm wondering, Marielle, she expands my heart chakra. If there is a message you would like to share for any of our viewers who might be watching today, and any kind of message that you would like to give. Okay, she's talking about how she loves you from afar. We love you from afar on the elemental realm. That's what I'd love to talk about. Yes, a little bit, Marielle. We see you, we hear you. She talks about how you see us and children see us. Children see us. You saw us, especially when you were younger. You were open to seeing things you didn't quite understand. And you see, it's different from spirit who might visit you. You have an understanding of that. But our magical realm, she said, seems to be more, she's saying, popular among the very young age. She's saying up to 5, not that it can't go past, she said. It goes past, but up to 5 is the children really love this magical realm. And we show ourselves often to them, and we play with them, and we want them to remember their imagination and their creativity, and that we exist. Okay, I don't know where this is going, but she said, Tammy, she said, your friends know that you do this for a living. They understand it. They know that this is something in their world that's a bit concrete for them. Even though you may be channeling information from others, you see, they understand it still, and they can relate to it. Many can relate, not all, but many can relate to it. Certainly your viewers relate to it. Thank you. We are a bit different. We don't have necessarily the same amount of followers that really open up to the magical realm and to the elementals that are around you on a daily basis. Many of your viewers, so she is speaking to you all, but she's kind of just coming through me to deliver this message. Understand it. They do understand it, but they don't always acknowledge it, much like you did, me, meaning that I didn't so much as I even knew they were there and I believed in them. So now you're on a journey and you're on a path to be able to share this with others. Through you, they might have a better understanding, and they might even trust it a little bit more. I'm channeling this because you are delivering it. And so we say and take this time to introduce ourselves. We are many. We are many. She tells me how the fireflies have a magical light. That is what we are. We are a magical light. So you understand a firefly, whether you've seen one in person or not, you understand the idea of them. We are magical like that. We buzz around you. We're playful. We like to lift your energy when you allow us to. We help to heal the earth. We bring love to the planet. And she says, and we're just plain fun. We're just fun. I believe that, Marielle. I love it. That elf, he was fun, who came in. And I do have a elemental leprechaun that I might have mentioned before, maybe on my Two Psychic Moms channel. But anyway, I do have also, and sometimes we'll bring Borgerus in and have a little chat. Now, it's close to my heart because I'm Irish. I'm a little bit of other things too, but my Irish heritage I'm really close to. And so I'm not surprised I would have a leprechaun elemental that is around me. And he's got a great sense of humor. He's fun, as most of them are, the leprechauns. A quick note on that too. Something that was fun, maybe I should share that later, but when I talk about more about Borgerus, but since I'm already on a roll here, back when I lived in Germany as a child for a few years, I remember being out in the field with my landlord and her daughter. We had gone out for a walk. Our backyard was a big, well, big field, and the forest was beyond that. And I remember finding a four-leaf clover. And it wasn't until really I started getting more into my elementals and all that I asked Borgeris, were you there with me? I'm wondering if he had any part in helping me find it. And he said he did. And he would tell me if he didn't, but he said he did. And probably I asked that question because I already knew the answer, which I thought was pretty cool. I remember my landlord of our where we lived, she was so excited that I found it because as we know, it's not easy to find a four-leaf clover necessarily, depending where you are, I suppose. And no others were there. I found that one, so that was pretty special. So they're with us in ways, I guess is what I would say, that we don't always know, much like our guides, our angels, our masters, and so forth. Okay, back to Marielle. So I just wanted to talk about that a minute, Marielle. Just let everybody know that we exist. Okay, so I would say, and they do now. If they didn't before, they do now. And so I would ask Marielle, what is something, how can we connect? How can our viewers connect with their fairies and whatever it might be, the unicorns? They're real too. they are real too. That whole realm, again, I'm probably, preaching to the choir kind of thing. But some of you who are watching may be surprised to hear some of this. Some of you are like, oh yeah, totally, I know, that's true. But yeah, no, I was going through in those visualizations, actually, I saw two of them, but it was funny. It was I think around my daughter, and I might have mentioned this one before too, but it was like their rumps, their back ends, which was okay. I would not have visualized that if I was going to visualize a unicorn. But I saw that first. And they were flanking my daughter in the visual that I was looking at. I was like, oh my gosh. And then later my daughter said, yeah, Mom, she told me that she had a visual of the unicorns. And then I said, wow, because this is what I saw. So pretty cool. They were showing us, but yeah, there's lots of them out there. There's lots of different ones out there. And to connect with us, yeah, it's like she's saying it's like anybody else you want to connect with. You just need to ask us to be there. And being brought through a visualization is a really great way to being introduced to, your fairy or any of the fairies or any of the elementals. So that's why I mentioned, by the way, the person I went through the class, it was fun. It's very laid back, casual. And if she's watching this, I hope she knows that it was really great. I enjoyed it. And she's had lots of people, I'm sure, take her classes over the years. So again, if that's something that you're interested in doing, do it if you have an interest in that. And I'm really, really, really glad that I met her. She's really fabulous. Okay, she tells me too that she helps me when I am down, feeling a little bit low. She helps me with my energy. She tells me she tries to tickle me, because their whole vibration, she's showing me this, is a lot about light and love and laughter. It's a very childlike, right? It's a childlike energy, and it helps us to go back into those times. So many of you have probably already been around them or connected. And I really do believe, and again, sorry if I'm repeating any of this, but I really do believe many of the things we as humans on the earth plane have created, whether through writing a book, a story, the fiction in general, fantasy writing, I really feel we're tapping into those realms, that they actually do exist. And we're going to see that one day. We can do it here. We can work through meditation and connection and see that. And like I said, I'd like to try to spend more time doing that. But certainly when it's our time to transition, it's great being here too, no hurry. But when it's our time to transition, we will be privy to many of the wonderful dimensions and lovely things that are out there waiting for us. So I would say, Marielle, any other thing that you think we humans need to know, like right now? Just pay attention when you're outside. Notice, notice. Oh, she's making me weepy. Notice. I do. And I know many of you do. When you're outside, be conscious of nature and the goodness in it and the healing and the source energy that is all tied into everything I'm saying here with our elemental realms as well. I will in my garden just send a wave of love to them, and they will respond to me when I do. So when you're outside again, just say hello to all the elementals that might be around you that are playing. I just got the word gnome. Gnomes like to play in the gardens, and they play hide and seek. Yeah, I've gotten that visual before. Thank you, Marielle. We also like to say it's okay to dream. Dream as big as you want. Dream as much as you want. Dream a fantasy. It's okay. You're still connected here. You're not going someplace you can't come back. You're just remembering. You're just remembering. And let the remembering and the reminders of the goodness of your childlike nature, the memories, the good memories you've had, let us be a part of that and bring that to you often, frequently. But you must ask for our presence. We don't want to, she's showing me, intervene, or you know what I mean. Okay, they don't want to come in and invade our space, so to speak, without your permission. But we love to laugh. We love to sing. We love when you're happy. And that's what's special about the magical realms. Yes. Okay. Thank you, Marielle. I'm so grateful for you to be with me in my introduction to you. You are wonderful. I was going to share with you what she looks like to me right now. She's showing me, I have my staff. She's pointing at it. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so I'm just laughing, sorry. But now she just stood back like, okay, check me out. Like, go ahead, tell them what you see. She's like posing for me a little bit. Okay, I see rainbows. I see rainbows. I see pastel colors, first of all. That's my energy. She just told me. Do you see this? She pointed to a tiara. She wants a tiara on her head right now, at least. She says, do you see how I love you? Do you see the pink? Do you see the hearts? Yes, I do. Now she's showing me the, it's illuminating, like, there's a word for that. Can't think of the word, but she's just illuminating. I can't think of it right now, but it might come to your mind. Maybe you'll remember what the word is. Shiny, that shiny illuminating kind of, even fabric, you know what I'm saying? So she's showing me that. Now she's bowing, actually, she's bowing. Oh, she's bringing somebody in. Sorry, this is going a little longer than I usually do, but okay, we're on another roll. Let me see. Okay, so who are you bringing in? This is my friend. How does he look like me? What is he? Oh, he's like a fairy too. He's like a male, but she says he looks like me. He's got bangs like me. He said, I don't know why. Okay, I'm trying to see him. I do see, but he's a little different. He's sort of elfin a little bit, maybe fairy, but he's got tipped little ears a little bit like that. Very friendly. He's waving at me, wanting me to know who he is. And she just says he's my friend. He also lives here with us. There's something about like he helps people that come in, maybe into the realm, and introduce them and make them feel welcome, like it's its job to make others feel welcome. So maybe that's why she was showing me. So he's lovely. I just blew a kiss to him clairvoyantly. Okay, well, thank you again, Marielle. And okay, that's good, fine. He doesn't have a name that I know of. Okay, or maybe later on I'll have a name. They don't always have names or give us names, but Marielle was very clear in her name. All right, so thank you again for coming. I just want to send love and light to her. And thank you for your messages of love. and reminders. That's the main thing, right? We got reminders. So they do exist. And I hope you found some fun in this. I mean, I could go on with this. I could probably sit for a couple hours and, and be in this and tell you everything that I'm saying. But maybe I'll check back again into that realm, and maybe we'll go through a little meditation to bring others. If you're interested in that, let me know. Let me know, okay? Because we can do I can do a recorded YouTube on that, and kind of bringing you in there from just my perspective of how to do that. Okay, I'll be guided, I'm sure. All right, so thank you, friends. Again, if you're interested in getting in touch with me, Tammy Langowski, tammysintuitive.com is my website. I have a contact form on there. I do offer reading sessions, private sessions via phone call or Zoom. And also, I have this, obviously, Tammy's Channel Chats. I have another YouTube channel with fellow intuitive reader, Julie Hawkins. We call that Two Psychic Moms with the number 2. So you can check that out as well. We give channel messages as well on that one too. So again, thank you so much for viewing, and please pass this along if it feels good to you. And thank you for your subscribes and likes. And if you haven't, I would appreciate it, more of them. So anyway, thank you again. We'll see you next week. Take care. Have a great week. Bye-bye.